Is this the best luxury hybrid SUV for you? Hi, I'm Motor City Maggie, and I'm coming to you from beautiful sunny Los Angeles, California, and I am with the 2025 Lexus NX 350h luxury all-wheel drive. Now, before we do a walk-around tour, make sure you give me a nice little like and subscribe to Motor City Maggie so you don't miss any of my automotive content. Now, let's take a look at the beautiful 2025 Lexus NX 350h luxury. The Lexus NX is available as a gas model, a hybrid, and a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. This one right here is the hybrid. That means that it doesn't need to be plugged in, which is so user-friendly. So you're going to get incredible gas mileage, an average of 39 miles per gallon combined, and you don't even have to plug it in because it charges itself through regenerative braking. And this comes from Toyota's hybrid powertrain research and development that is over 25 years. So this is a really efficient small SUV and can be really compared to the Toyota RAV4. And the Toyota RAV4 hybrid is Toyota's best selling and most efficient hybrid SUV. And guess what? I actually have one. The gas model of the Lexus NX starts at about $42,000. The hybrid model of the NX starts at $46,600, and the plug-in hybrid electric NX starts at about $62,000. So definitely a big jump in price there, but you are going to get more performance and an all-electric driving range with that model. Now this model right here, the 350h luxury all-wheel drive. This one has an MSRP of $56,000 after some added features and delivery processing and handling. Let's take a look underneath the hood and check it out. This is on hydraulics. Of course it should be because it is a Lexus and the Toyota products are mostly with a prop rod. So it's really nice that it stays up on its own. And take a look underneath the hood. We've got a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine paired with electric motors, and you can see the electrical wiring that's always indicated with the orange casing for the coils there. And this has a CVT transmission, and this is going to give you 240 horsepower and 317 pound-feet of torque. Now, I love the 240 horsepower because as a RAV4 hybrid XSE owner, which is actually right over there, you might be able to see it, that vehicle only gets 219 horsepower. So with the same powertrain, you're getting 240. So when I'm driving the vehicle, I can actually feel that it has a little more punch, a little more acceleration. 0 to 60 with the NX 350h hybrid is 7.2 seconds, and 0 to 60 in the plug-in hybrid electric NX is just 6 seconds. So you are getting a faster vehicle with more horsepower. On that plug-in hybrid electric vehicle, you're looking at 304 horsepower. And again, with the miles per gallon, you are getting 41 miles per gallon in the city and 37 on the highway, giving you an average of 39 miles per gallon combined, which is the same as my RAV4. Let's take a walk around the Lexus NX 350h luxury and take a look at the beautiful spindle grille. This is the Lexus signature look. I can't imagine seeing a Lexus without this big, gigantic grille. When it first came out, it was so shocking to the auto industry because it was the biggest deal, the biggest grille that we had ever seen, but I love it, and it's so quintessentially Lexus. Now take a look at the beautiful LED headlights and daytime running lights. These are so sharp and so modern. I think they look really good. And we also have fog lamps right here, and they are encased in some plastic, some piano black, and some kind of satin looking material. This beauty is sitting on 18-inch wheels. There are 20-inch wheels available, however, but this one got the 18s. This color is called Copper Crest, which is one of the most beautiful colors that Lexus has to offer. It is so unique, and we do have the color keyed mirrors, which is great to see. I'm glad they didn't go with the black mirror instead. We've got the flashing light indicator on the side of the mirror and blind spot monitor with rear cross traffic alert indicators in the mirrors. Oh, look at that, and it just shut for us because we approached the vehicle and my husband behind the camera has the key in his pocket. Now, we do have color keyed door handles as well, but they do have a black stripe here. And check this out, there's a little sensor. So when you pop that, look, the mirror opened up. That was so nice and elegant. And now I can open up the door. And the door handle does not move. It doesn't pop open in any way. It is very elegant. It is just this little sensor and button on the inside of the handle, and then you also have this little notch in the handle. If you tap that with the key on your person or in your pocket, then it will lock the doors. See how the door just locked right there? So it's very nice. It's called the smart key system, and it is just very convenient, especially if your key is really deep in the bottom of your purse, which often happens to me. Now take a look at this. We've got this really pretty chrome design outlining these windows. I think that looks beautiful. And then it comes all the way to the quarter window and slices back down around. So it just makes this beautiful encasing of the two windows. And then we have a satin finish on the integrated low roof rails, which looks really pretty as well. So, I just love the design. Let's take a look at the rear end design. Pet peeve. I wish that they tucked the rear wiper underneath this overhang here. I haven't seen any Toyota or Lexus models do that. I'm hoping that in the future they will, because it seems like some auto manufacturers are starting to do that more, and it just gives it a little more of an elegant look to remove that windshield wiper. We do have the shark fin antenna that is color keyed up there, and then we have the beautiful LED light bar that goes all the way across the back of the vehicle. I love that. I wish my RAV4 had that. I just think it elevates the look so much. And more beautiful LED taillights with this beautiful sharp design. Now take a look at the badging. I like that there's no badging on this side, because sometimes vehicles are over badged and this does not feel that way. We've got the really elegant Lexus lettering spelled out, and I prefer this. I prefer this badge to the actual Lexus L that we see on the front of the vehicle. I think this looks really clean and, again, elevated. It looks more modern, it looks more expensive. Lexus, baby. And then down here we have our badging for the trim, the NX 350H, H for hybrid, all-wheel drive. Love that. We also have this bumper applique down here, and then below we have some plastic. We also have a hidden exhaust pipe, which is nice. Everything looks very clean, and a little bit of this kind of side pocket air vent design to give it a little more pizzazz. This is your key, by the way. It is the standard Lexus key design, and let's take a look at our cargo capacity. You can either open it with the key, you can open it using that button, or you can just give yourself a quick little kick underneath the vehicle, and then it will open that way as well. And there's also a height adjustment. If you have an arm injury or low clearance, you can set it to stop at a lower level every single time. And then this button I love. I wish I had this on my RAV4. This is the lock and walk button. So if I press this button, then the vehicle will actually lock up once the hatch is closed, which I really wish I had on my RAV4, because let's say you're going to the grocery store, you load all your groceries in, your key is still in your pocket or your bag, and you have to go put your shopping cart away. You have to fish out your key to lock your hatch so nobody steals your groceries. Hey, I live in Los Angeles. I have to think about these things, okay? But now, if you have a lock and walk button, you don't have to do that. You don't have to fish out your key. For cargo volume, you're getting 22.7 with the seats up, and with the seats folded down, you'll get 46.9 cubic feet of storage. However, this is less than the Toyota RAV4. With the Toyota RAV4, you're getting 37.5 cubic feet of volume with the second row seats up. And here's what it looks like when you have laid the second row of seats down. There is a slight incline, but look at all of that space that you get. And look at this fancy sill that we have right here. This is nice. I love it. Lexus NX. Oh, it feels nice on my fingers. And they gave me this accessory, this big net. So I don't know, this would be good for all of the tennis balls and soccer balls and golf balls that you're going to be bringing with you to the club in your Lexus NX. Pretty nice. And there's more tie downs and hooks inside, and underneath this mat and floorboards, there is even more storage where you can fit your coveted Birkin bag. I've got the key, but I'm not pressing any buttons. Ooh, I love a kick open lift gate. The Lexus NX can actually tow 2,000 pounds. The NX comes with Lexus Safety System 3.0, which is a safety package that comes at no extra cost to you, that includes features like pre-collision system with pedestrian and bicycle detection, lane departure warning, steering assist, automatic high beams, dynamic radar cruise control, road sign assist, and more. And this one is equipped with parking assist sonar, so it will let you know how close you are. If you were pulling up to something a little too close, you'll get an alert in your multi-information display. Okay, let's take a look at the inside of the driver door. Here it is. We've got a two-toned interior and Mark Levinson speakers with this nice casing and this open pore wood. This is a softer plastic, it feels like, but this is some really, really nice leather, probably semi-aniline, and this is back to that plastic. This is your door handle release, and we've got 3 memory seat settings. Here's a look at your interior. We've got Lexus NX floor mats, a Lexus satin door sill, which is so pretty. Here are the seats. Ooh la la, so creamy looking. Okay, let's take a look at the inside. Come on in. So let me take you through the interior of the Lexus NX 350h Luxury. Here is your driver POV. You have 2 very big, beautiful screens. You have one right behind the steering wheel, and then this 14-inch touchscreen display that is your command center. And look at the steering wheel design. It is beautiful. We have this leather wrapped steering wheel. It feels really good. It feels very elegant. However, it is not heated standard on this model, which I was surprised about. There are not too many buttons either, which I really like. Some of the Toyota models can overdo it, I think, with buttons on the steering wheel, but these are very elegant and easy to use. The dynamic radar cruise control was interesting because these buttons here will show up on your screen right there in front of you, as well as on your head-up display. So let's see if you can see that right there. So your head-up display is really clear. So you not only get your turn-by-turn directions on there, you get the speed limit, and you also get your dynamic radar cruise control settings. So you can set the distance between you and the vehicle in front of you on this screen, and you can also increase your driving speed or decrease it. Now right here, it's showing that I have 434 miles of driving range. When I got this vehicle, it had over 500 miles of driving range on one fill-up, and it's a 14.5-gallon tank. So it's definitely an efficient vehicle, which is great. I'm so glad it has that longer range because it's a hybrid, not a plug-in hybrid. You just drive it like a regular car and go to the gas station less often and save money on gas. So one thing I like is that the Mark Levinson speakers are on the side of the door instead of on the A-pillar. On the A-pillar is where I have my JBL speakers on my Toyota RAV4, and I think that it looks cleaner and nicer with this two-tone interior to not have a speaker there. It looks really, really good integrated into the door. And again, that is where your 10-inch head-up display is going to project from. And you also get paddle shifters on this model. Fun. There are a few different drive modes here. We've got normal, which is what I'm in now, and that'll show up on your multi-information display. Now I'm in sport, which of course is red. And now I'm in eco, which is going to give you the most conservative driving. And there's also an EV mode button. You can press that. And then it says that I have EV mode unavailable right now, but once you charge up your hybrid battery, then you can be in EV mode for about a mile at low speeds. Let's go back to your touchscreen right here. Again, 14 inches. It's so nice, so clear, so beautiful. We can connect to Sirius XM. There's Wi-Fi enabled. You can connect your devices seamlessly. There's wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto. And check this out. There is an energy flow monitor, and this shows you what is going on with your hybrid powertrain. And like the vehicle just mentioned, we don't have a fully charged battery, so it was not enough to go on EV mode, but there's always a little bit in reserves. So when you're driving, you'll see that battery get charged up, and you'll also see power coming from the gas combustion engine and the electric motors into the wheels to drive the vehicle. It's really fun. So I definitely recommend checking that out if you have a Toyota or Lexus hybrid. It just helps you understand the vehicle a little bit better. All of your HVAC controls are on the screen, and I am currently enjoying a cooled ventilated seat, which is so fun. It's especially nice if you're wearing a dress like I am today. There's also heated seats, of course, and these dials that you can use to adjust your interior temperature. And you can see that I have a different temperature from my husband. He's at 71, I'm at 66. I'm feeling really hot today. So it's nice that you're able to customize that for your driver and your passenger. And we've got a little physical volume knob here. You can slide your finger up and down or press this button here to increase or decrease your airflow. There's also a climate concierge, which will adjust your comfort devices automatically. And there's also eco, heat and cool, and S-flow, where you can send the flow of air just to the seats where there are people sitting. And some more controls right here just to elevate your experience. And safe exit assist is really great. Having this on is really important. This is a great feature because if you have safe exit assist, the vehicle will actually not allow you to get out of the car if there is a bicycle or vehicle that is speeding by you. So it's just a nice extra safety feature. I like how the leather is wrapped around the center console here. It looks really nice. And we've got this hidden bin here. So if you pop that open, you can see that you have more storage space there. That's where my garage clicker is, and 2 USB-C ports. We have another USB-C port here, and then a USB-A port, and there's a little cubby. It's very narrow. It's only really big enough for your key, but if you have a bunch of keys and accessories on your keychain, it's not really going to fit very well. And take a look at the shift knob. This is like the Toyota Prius, the Toyota Mirai, many other Toyota hybrids. It is a small shifter, and you have to kind of follow the map, follow the instructions here. So you go over and down for drive, over and up for reverse, and P for park. But check it out. I'm in reverse right now, so you can see the backup camera. I don't think that the backup camera is particularly high resolution on this vehicle. I actually think it's a little better on my RAV4. A few things that I like better about my Toyota RAV4, which is at the time when I got it in 2023, the MSRP was about $38,000. It's the XSE hybrid. I have the 360-degree cameras. I have a heated steering wheel, and I have a wireless charging pad. And those 3 features are not on the NX 350h luxury trim standard. I believe you can get those features, but for an added cost. And we also have some piano black casing here, 2 big cup holders here that were really nice for my Stanley water bottle that fit perfectly, and a nice, very soft leather armrest that covers up your center console that you can open up this way and this way. Ooh, and it's pretty deep, wow. We've also got a brake hold button and electronic parking brake, but can someone tell me what this button is? Who knows? It's like a vehicle driving over rocks and there's a tree, and when you press it, you'll see this image in the multi-information display, but it doesn't quite tell you what it does. So I'm sure it is probably optimizing your traction when you are going over more difficult terrain, but let me know in the comments. Take a look at this gorgeous, milky, creamy leather interior. My goodness, it is so pretty. It is heated and ventilated. They are squishy, they are comfortable, and this is definitely an upgraded seat from the Toyota RAV4. And in this model, you get a gorgeous panoramic moonroof with this very nice cover. I've been driving with it open mostly because it's just allowing so much light to come in, and it just is so pleasant. And there is a digital rear view camera, which gives you a live camera feed of what is behind you into your rear view mirror. Now this is really, really nice at night because it gives you kind of a brighter and clearer view. It does play with your perspective a little bit because you're used to looking out the front of your vehicle, and then all of a sudden you're seeing things close and then you're seeing things far away. So it does mess with your perspective slightly. However, it's really handy, especially if you have cargo or passengers blocking your view. And one more thing about the visor. I do wish that in this vehicle, in a $56,000 vehicle, you would have a lighted mirror in the visor. I would like to see that. There is a light up here, but wouldn't it be nice if we had lights all the way around? And here is your view of the front of the vehicle from the second row. It is such an elegant cockpit. I think it looks great. Now I'm sitting in the second row of the Lexus NX and I have plenty of leg room, plenty of headroom. I am 5'7" and I'm very comfortable. Again, very cushy, comfortable, beautiful seats back here. We've got a center armrest. That is so nice with 2 cup holders. We've got seat back pockets. We've got air vents, of course, 2 USB-C ports and one of these little 12-volt thingies. And it just feels good. We've got the Mark Levinson speakers on the doors. I have a beautiful view through the panoramic moonroof and I'm just comfortable. Ooh, I've got a nice light up here. That's pretty bright. I can hang on to this handle. I can hang up my laundry, all of the normal creature comforts that you find in the second row. It's great, and you can recline a little bit. So my final thoughts, especially in comparison the Lexus NX 350h luxury all-wheel drive to my 2023 Toyota RAV4 hybrid XSE, is that the vehicles are very similar in size, in features, in drivetrain, in miles per gallon. However, they are very different in price, and the Lexus is elevated in every way. The seats, the horsepower, the way the doors close, the way the vehicle drives, it's so smooth, the interior is so quiet, the technology, the sound system, just little moments that I'm finding with the vehicle that are making me realize, wow, this is an elevated experience driving this Lexus versus the more economical, more sporty, more casual Toyota RAV4. So I would love to be a Lexus girl one day, so maybe the NX will be my next vehicle. Well, what did you think of the 2025 Lexus NX 350h luxury all-wheel drive? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe to Motor City Maggie so you don't miss any of my automotive content, especially any of my Lexus content. And don't forget to like this video. Thank you so much to Lexus for lending me this gorgeous NX for the week. I have absolutely loved it. And until next time, motor on. Bye.